Hello viewers, and welcome to the Ashes Creation Introductory Series. We will now be moving into breaking down each individual archetype and their potential combinations in each video. I encourage you to look back at our previous video on the general concept behind the primary and the secondary archetypes if you are confused going forward. It's a short 3-minute video and I think it'll be worth your time. Furthermore, I would like to thank everyone for viewing the Axis of Creation node overview video. We're now at roughly 150 views on the video, which may not seem like a lot, but to me is a big deal, and I thank everyone for that as well. Continue to support these videos, like, comment, and subscribe as we continue to grow this channel. I hope that you find this information useful. First, let's explore what we know about the fighter archetype, as well as introduce the basics of the skill points in Axis of Creation. The fighter at this point is an expert in physical combat and a master of many weapons, and a warrior strikes fear into the heart of his foes. This archetype will include maneuverability and closing the gap mechanics to enable the fighter to quickly traverse distances on the battlefield. At the time of this video being made, we only know of one ability the fighter has, but it really does encompass that closing the gap mechanic. The move is called Rush. You rush towards a target, and upon matching the target, you deal an amount of damage with a small chance to knock the target down. So we have a little bit of a damaging ability, but largely a closing the gap and a CC ability for the fighter. As you go into some of our other videos coming forward, you'll see some of our classes have much more abilities revealed at this time. Much will be learned about the fighter as we move into the closed alpha, which should be beginning in the coming days. You'll start to see a common theme in these videos in that the abilities have ranks to them. As you can see with the image on your screen, we have rank 1, rank 2, and there is also a third rank of all of your abilities. Ranks of abilities can be upgraded through various augments, and each rank of an ability unlocks a perk or some sort of power boost for that ability. For example, the rush ability shown here may have a higher chance percentage of knocking down a target at rank 2, and may always knock down their target at rank 3, just as an example. Let's briefly discuss how to acquire and level up new skills. This information comes from the Axis of Creation wiki. Players will receive skill points as they level, and these can be used to level up skills within their active, passive, or combat weapon skill trees, which will be covered in detail in a later video. It is important to note that it's not going to be possible to max all skills in a skill tree, and that you may also reallocate skills throughout your journeys in Vera. The fighter may then, going back to the fighter archetype, choose a secondary class at level 25, as we discussed in our overview video, and have their final class become one of the following listed here on your screen. When a primary fighter archetype becomes a summoner at level 25, they become what's called a blade caller as their primary class. A fighter and a bard becomes a blade dancer. A fighter and a tank becomes a dreadnought. Fighter and a cleric becomes a high sword. A fighter and a ranger becomes a hunter. Shout out to World of Warcraft. A fighter and a rogue becomes a shadow blade. A fighter and a mage becomes a spell sword. And then a fighter primary with a fighter secondary archetype becomes a weapon master. I really do, as we go forward, we're going to make some comparisons to other MMOs as we talk about these classes in the future. This system kind of reminds me of Rift. If we have any Rift players out there who are viewers of this channel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Rift has a similar class system where there's a large combination of classes that you can go to. So at first glance, the fighter seems like a very typical warrior type class to compare it to a World of Warcraft class, for some of you who may know that reference. But when you combine a fighter with a secondary archetype that is more of a caster or a support archetype, you get what seems to be some very interesting combinations that can help you fill very niche roles within a group dynamic. Axis of Creation in the past has discussed the idea that the majority of their PvP and the majority of their tiering of things is going to be in a group dynamic, not so much in a 1v1 duel type situation. I think that's going to be important to note moving forward as we just troubleshoot and as we kind of imagine what these classes are going to be like. So I hope you enjoyed this brief introduction to the fighter archetype as well as to how skill points work in Axis of Creation. For more information, please visit the Axis of Creation wiki page that I always link below in the description box. We always thank them for further information, and if you want more information, it will be added there as we learn more. And check out our other videos as well. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out at our other social media accounts, which will also be linked below. And I thank you always for watching, guys. Look forward to our tank archetype video, which will be coming in our next video. We know a lot more information about the tank archetype and can discuss and go over some of their abilities and what they may mean. Thank you.